Hi everyone, hope you're well. I can't explain it, but I have a writer's block, and it's very strange because normally I'm auto writing, but c'est la vie, life goes on, so I believe I have to send another message to you guys. It is a specific message and it's based on information that I receive from the universe and from others that I communicate with. I suppose the point of this message is, where is our focus? Is it about the romance or is it about the work? Is it about the mission or is it about the union? Is it about the chicken or the egg? And we all know the answer to the chicken and egg scenario. I want to share some messages that I realized yesterday in light of everything that's happening to me. And I wanted to share them with you to give you a better understanding of how I see this whole process. I had an aha moment, a eureka moment, yippee-yi-yay moment, if you want to call it that. And I was in my garden yesterday, and I realized a few things, that tests are coming my way, and there are decisions to be made, and they're conscious decisions. But at the same time they're path, mission orientated. And I realized that the universe really wants to know, are we committed to the mission? Are we committed to the mission, irrespective of the outcome? Irrespective of the physical union or the union with the physical union with our beloveds? And that's a tough situation to find yourself in. Are you thinking with your mind, your body, or your soul? And I suppose the question you need to ask yourself, are you committed to the mission or to the fantasy of you and your beloved being together? And this is a question that I asked myself yesterday. Am I willing to go into the mission purely for the universe, for the sake of Gaia, for raising the vibrations and sharing the love and light with Gaia, with the population of Gaia? And trust, completely trust, implicit trust in the universe, in reuniting myself and my twin in the physical, irrespective of when, whether it's today, tomorrow, this lifetime, or the next lifetime. The mission is bigger than the union, the physical union. And this, I realize, is of paramount importance, because I do believe that the physical union is part of the mission also. Because your combination of skills, your combination of power, your complementary knowledge and wisdom just add so much more energy and fantasy to the whole story. It's like Merlin and a group of individuals around those big cauldrons that you see in the movies, in the fantasy movies. And you're standing around stirring away at your magic potions, and you're doing your work. And then you add another dimension to this, you add another dynamic, or you add another being, or your soul, the other half of your soul, and the transformation power is phenomenal, because the magic just miraculously happens. So the focus is the mission, and that's a conscious decision that you make, and you are in control of that decision. You're in control of that path. You will make a decision whether you can commit yourself fully to your mission and purpose as a twin, or whether you will continue to live your life as a normal being, knowing what you have inside of you and knowing all that you know and all the wisdom. I don't believe there's a question. I don't believe there's a question. This question can be answered any other way. The mission is bigger than the union. It is the biggest thing and the most transforming thing that you will ever do in your life. It's bigger than getting married, it's bigger than taking a new job, it's bigger than having a child. You're serving the universe to deliver a message of love and light, peace and harmony, and a new way of living. So for me, I made the answer yesterday of yes, of course I am. Of course I'm happy to go into service and to deliver the messages that I need to deliver. So it's a full surrender. It's a full surrender to the outcome. And I know that my beloved will be involved in my mission. This is already predestined. This is already preordained. I know that she's part of it. She's committed to part of it. So there is this element that is already decided in a conscious level, at a conscious level. So for that I'm truly grateful, and I accept that for all that it is. And yes, the ego mind does wander and wonder about where it's going and what it's doing. And this is something that we can control. We have to dispel this fantasy and deal with the reality. The reality is we are in union. If you're a twin, you're in union. It doesn't matter which dimension you're in union. The physical reunion, the physical union is just a small part of this wonderful, wonderful journey, although it wasn't wonderful a few months ago. So, as much as even I struggle with this full surrender, letting go of any expectation, because we live in this world of greed and gluttony, of need to survive, to need to live. And I do admire people that are working in the community these days and living out of the back of a van or living on the side of a road. But this is not what I see comfortable for a twin. This is sacrifice. This is not what it's about. This is about love and manifesting what you need to live on a day-by-day basis. And I apologize for the light in the background. It's because the weather here has gone miserable for today. I was out in the rain this morning collecting some things, and the heavens opened, and I felt myself laughing and joking in the rain as I was walking along the road, getting soaking wet from the waist down, because even though I had a waterproof jacket on, the rain was just running off it. There you go. I put the light on because even I couldn't see. Through speaking with others and through observing others, we are learning, we're getting new information. And yes, I have a network of twins that I speak to. Through counseling, I have a network of people that I've helped on their journey that give me information. And this triggers me into something else. And it's a realization. It's a realization that whatever we say or whatever action we take, there's a message there. There's a message there for twins. There's a message there for you on your spiritual journey. There's a message for you there on your life journey and your life path. This life path is about the mission. Our mission to teach, our mission to share the word. And I don't particularly want to feel or sound like an evangelist or, Billy Graham as he was, or a cult. This is not that. This is real. This is true. And I never ever believed that I would be saying things like this. But there's a reason for it. There's a divine purpose, and that I feel honored and proud to be a humble human being, a humble man that's lived a very wonderful and intriguing life. but have this wealth of knowledge and wisdom, and I really want to share it with so many. I need to build a platform to share this message, because when we live without expectations, our life is completely different. We are living in our little microcosmos. We have all that we need and we have all that we desire. And this is good. We're living in peace, we're living in comfort, we're living in tranquility. We may not have the things that we had in our materialistic world, or through our work that we were doing in the materialistic world, because we were working for others. This is about working for yourself. It's not the label self-employed. I suppose it is. You know, this reminds me of Jesus and the disciples. This is one story that resonates, because it is about that. We're sharing and spreading the word. John Lennon is the modern day, I suppose, equivalent, sharing the word of love, peace and harmony. Bob Marley. Many great names have attempted to encourage us to live a different life, and there are many people today that are also trying to do the same today, but their voice is suppressed. And the louder we speak, the more we share, the more the contra comes, because that's the balance of the universe, that's the balance of energies. And the light will always shine brighter, but the other matter will also come on the other side to give it that balance. And we're not being driven into pockets of land around the earth. We're actually in strategic places. We're in strategic places where the light is needed, where our voice can be heard, and where there's probably a network of other twins that will also be triggered by your presence, or by our presence. It's multiplicity. It's synchronicity. And I have a strong personal belief that this is happening. I can see it, I can feel it, I can sense it. And I'm in a different predicament, because I don't know where I need to be. But I know the way things are going, this answer will be given to me. I can't be in two places at once as a physical person. My presence can be, thanks to technology, but I physically can. So where am I needed? This answer will come to me. I believe I know where it is, but I also feel I'm needed where I am today. But who knows what's going to happen? Who knows what's going to happen? And this answer will come in good timing. And one of the other subjects that I wanted to touch on today is about past lives. And a mentor of mine, Dr. Brian Weiss, who I've always admired for his work as a doctor, as somebody who's highly qualified in the subject of past life regression. I didn't discover until yesterday that he works for Hay House, and that sort of confused me a little bit, but I realized that there is a reason for that. And regression is a pathway to your heart. It allows you to take away the layers of who you really are, who you've been. Because once you know who you've been, you know who you are today. And many of you are afraid of looking at your past lives. You're afraid of looking at the last 10 years or the last 20 years. The past gives you the answers to who you are today. And that's a fact. And we can look at psychotherapy, we can look at alchemy, we can look at psychiatry, we can look at all of these dynamics, but we are who we are. We're a soul living in a human body to experience this planet, and we've been here many times before. A lot of us have, many times before, hundreds or thousands of times before, and we're doing the same stuff. And I look at what I'm trying to do today on my mission, and I've done it all before in this lifetime. But I've done it in the corporate world. Now I'm going to do it for myself, and in cooperation with my beloved. which I've never done before. And I now know the answers why certain things were done many years ago. I know why certain things were done 2 years ago. I just look at the synchronicities to today and, oh, aha, oh, really, oh, yes. So don't be afraid. Go into that locked closet, go into that, behind that locked door, and be brave. Because you are strong enough, you are worthy. You need to have those answers. And when you have those answers, you are unlocking everything that you need to know about where you're going. A lot of you don't know what your mission is. This is okay. Look backwards to understand what you've done before. Look backwards at where you've worked before, or what roles you've played in this life. Look into your family tree. There's a reason, there's a rhyme, there's a mystery to be uncovered. And this journey is all about that mystery, that fantasy, and allowing the universe to really have a miraculous impact on your life. And we can all read and we can all see these messages about miracles happening in Lourdes in France, in Medjugorje in Bosnia, and other places around the world that seem so impossible and are so inexplicable that they can be nothing else other than acts of the universe. Miracles. And miracles do happen. I never believed that before, I suppose because miracles never happened to me. But maybe because I am one big miracle, and maybe you are one big miracle. You are for sure. If you're a twin, you're blessed. You're a miracle. You're a miracle waiting to wake and happen. Step into your body, step into your soul, step into your psyche, and learn who you really are. Appreciate the value of who you really are. Love yourself for who you really are, because nothing else matters. Nothing else is as important as to your whole purpose for being here. You know why you're here, because it's in here, and it's in here, your heart, and it's in your body. And this is where you need to get to. I help lots of people on their journey. I've helped lots of people to understand who they are. And I'm proud. Yes, it's been very, very hard work for me. But it's okay, because now I can see these beautiful souls brightening, lighting their path, and understanding now really where they're going. Yes, there's still hurdles on the way, as I keep saying, there are still hurdles. We're a human being. We will have to overcome these hurdles. It's like a race course. In the UK they have a big event called the Grand National, which is about 35 fences, and the horses are constantly in battle to overcome those hurdles. And we also. But when we're thinking from a 5D consciousness, our thought process is completely different. And I'm a different man to last week. I can't write this week, and I couldn't write last week. So now I'm speaking, because this is where I feel my message is best heard. And I see so many wonderful, beautiful things happening, and I know that others do also. And we are so looking forward to this manifesting, because it will manifest. It needs you, our soul family. It needs you, fellow twins, to really get to grips with yourself. Don't worry about anything else. And solitude is the best place for this. Being on your own and looking in that mirror and looking at that reflection and looking into your own eyes will tell you such a beautiful story. And you'll see the future. You'll see a path of bright white light, a path where you're going, as long as you break that fear of dealing with who you are. So the mission or the union, the universe or yourself, or the universe and yourself, or the mission and the union, physical union. No matter whatever decision you make, it's your decision. But as twins come together in physical union or physical commitment to their missions as one, others will awaken. And this is just a ripple effect. The ongoing ripples are occurring. I feel the energy shifts, as do others. And they're tremendous. We may not know what's going on exactly because we can't compute or process. But there, as a collective of twins, we can. We all understand. Which is why I keep saying share. Share your knowledge, share your wisdom. And don't be afraid to tell other people. Don't be afraid. And I see so many in groups. That's why I don't post in the groups any longer, because it's the same headless chickens running around doing the same stuff. You're afraid of telling other people. You're afraid of telling your story, which means you're afraid of your truth. You can never be afraid of your truth. You are who you are. And that is the moral of this story also. Why are you hiding your feelings? Why are you hiding this journey that you're on? This is such a wonderful, miraculous journey. Why would you want to hide it? You tell your friends and family when you get a new boyfriend and you're getting married or you're having a child, or you're going on holiday. But what's so different about this? Why are you ashamed of it? You should never be ashamed of who you are or what special purpose that you have. And this is what I believe needs to change, is that mentality. A closed group is a secretive group. We're not a secret society. Secret societies are secret societies. We are not. We're divine beings. We're on a divine mission. We're on here for a divine purpose. And yet many of you are hiding. You're hiding behind this door, which is fear. I stepped away from the groups. Why? Why should I be afraid of who I am? I'm not afraid. I created my own website. I'm in the public domain. Not because I want to be, but because I'm not afraid. And many of you now are standing up and creating your own domains. You're creating your own story. You're putting yourself into the public domain, which I honor you, and I respect you, and I admire you, and I'm proud. But more of you need to do this. More of you need to get away from this, oh, I'm a light worker, oh, I'm a twin, I can't tell anybody this. If you open up your heart, you will come across people on a day-by-day basis that fully understand. It's the way you say it. It's how you say it. You can talk about films that you've watched. The Notebook is a classic. Everyone's watched The Notebook. Serendipity, whatever it's called. Everyone's watched these films. And you can say, have you watched a film? You know, those are spiritual beings. They're about twins. It's ways to use your brain and your imagination to create this buzz. And one thing I know, when I was in Moscow, what, 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago, I met more twins. And since my trip back, I found more twins in Russia. This is not a journey of individualism. This is a journey about sharing and expanding other people's conscious minds. Maybe this is the message that you don't understand. Your mission is to teach and to share this love and light, particularly Blu-rays. We're teachers. You should be teaching and sharing, because as you go along this journey, your mission is going to be clearly in front of you, and you're going to have to overcome the uncomfort zones. Take away all of that illusion. You are who you are. Be proud of who you are. Love who you are. And when you can do that, you begin to heal. Your vibration raises. And you should understand what I'm trying to say about this fear of being in a closed group. It's like being in the arena in the Roman days, the gladiators. You're locked in that arena and you're fighting the tigers and lions and and fellow gladiators. Time to step out of that, people. Really, time to step out. Step out, step up into your light. Be your true, authentic self. People may laugh at you, it doesn't matter. People may say you're crazy, it doesn't matter. Everyone tells you you're crazy every day for what you do in your life. You believe what you believe, you feel what you feel, so don't be afraid to share it, please. Join with the universe on your mission, with your beloved, and share what light you have, and grow and expand. Don't be afraid to look at your past. Don't be afraid to conquer your past, because you've conquered it before. And if you're struggling each and every day, you really need to go into your past. Look at the repetitive behaviors and understand who you really are. You are worthy. You are love. You're a twin. Now it's time to share it. And on that note, I wish you farewell, a pleasant day, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care.